The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Michigan.
This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He's looking to throw. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage in predictable situations.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They'll go to the ground. Picks up the first down. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
Yeah, no matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they built this brand at Michigan. And I think no matter who's there, it's going to be how they continue to build on that tradition.
To throw on first down. Under fire. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Up-tempo for the offense.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He caught it! Just when you thought that ball was out of reach, nothing appeared to be out of his reach there.
Yeah, he says just throw it up and I'll go get it. To track the ball all the way down the field and dive and lay out with that body control, that is a special catch.
Barrels ahead. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Got it back on 2nd and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the tight end. Big fella fighting for every inch, but he will not get there, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Not a lot of good plays for 3rd in California, so you're just trying to get a completion and help out your punter, but they can't even get that executed.
Washington sends out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. The raindrops kept falling on his head and he muffed it. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession.
And that's got to be a big-time break because when you're a punt returner and you got all those guys flying down there and all those hands and all that speed on the field, it's hard to get back on the football. Nice job fumbling it. Not really, obviously, but a nice job recovering it.
He's going to run it. Keeps it himself and gets the first. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He
just plowing ahead, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
They've been talking about this one all week inside the MAC, guys. Let's give you a quick recap of how it went down. Ohio took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week, and the end result was a focused group of Bobcats that fired on all cylinders. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the MAC is right now, and man, what a difference.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Quick strike complete. Turns it on midfield. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Off play action on first down. Now adjusting. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quick completion on the out route. He's brought down, the what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
I think the QB wants that one back. You know, you're down here in the red zone, tighter areas, hard enough to fit it in, but definitely not wanting to fit it in against double coverage, and he misses, and probably a good miss, because that could have been worse.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Touchdown, Washington! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Michigan offense. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because the body blow effect.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Wants to go up top on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my court.
Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Michigan.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got his man on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that, take a shot down the field, and don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Here's a heat. Makes the grab on the left. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on first down from the 28. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Going deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their two guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Finds his back in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do you do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Hand off from the shotgun. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a second down. Wants to go up top. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Wolverines. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And he's going to bring it out. He gets a block. This guy is so dangerous. He excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
That was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gonna take a shot. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast, force the incompletion.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads it left. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got it. Slips through the line. Touchdown, Husky. The hidden yardage, the big play. Special teams coming through.
Well, they needed a momentum-shifting play. Playing at home, they're able to get the punt return and take it the distance. Paul, he made one guy miss, and it was off to the races.
Great job. Secure the catch, make the guy miss, get towards that sideline, and just use your speed and get to the end zone. What a great game-changing play, and this place is going bananas.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. They'll leave it with him. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Leaves it with the back. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. Now the play fake. Floats it out in space. At the 45 on its way. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Using his legs, it's Kennedy. Got the first down and more. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. The Wolverines have this offense rolling. Right back to the well. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
And the Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He leaves it with the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
We'll send the tight end in motion. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on second down. Gonna run it. It's Kennedy. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it! He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Deep in enemy territory, ball's at the 3. They can pick up a first down without scoring a touchdown, and here they go on 4th and short. Here's the pressure. Makes the catch. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Just tried to barge their way forward out of the gun and still couldn't find any room to run.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
Leaves it with the back. Gives him a little more breathing room. A 3-yard gain out to the 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Right on the money. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They think they can create space here with a run to the right. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Arizona State was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Sun Devils team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Oh, he makes the catch. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Offense in a bunch formation. Second down, he'll throw it. The throw to the outside is complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
I think you got to give the coaching staff a lot of credit, too. Even though this guy has thrown 2 interceptions, they're still calling plays and being aggressive in the passing game, letting him take shots, and now it's paying off.
Looking downfield on first down. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Got room to work. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Michigan.
And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd. Finds his tight end. At midfield, he's got room. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Wolverines racing to the line in a hurry-up. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Clements. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. From the red zone, looking for a space. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying play action. It's complete. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
Gain of 6. 1st and goal, Michigan.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Wolverines will boot it away to start the second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out, looking for a huge play. Pulls in the deep ball. All out of space. Touchdown, Washington. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. To the ground with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Forced out of the pocket. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the first down. He's had a day where he's really showing you he can do all things on the football field.
The give to the tailback. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. On target over the middle. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. And the Wolverines are marching down the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight.
Touchdown, Wolverines! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Fakes the grab. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the 2nd half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Got his man on the right. At the 40, there he goes. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
We always talk about yak, and that was 3rd and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Power football with the run. Fights off the defender. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
1st and goal.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. With the run on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Setting up the screen. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Oh, he missed it. No good. So, guys, a missed opportunity to expand the lead. Still a 17-point cushion.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you've got to give this defense credit, too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him, and that's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the fourth.
They're working that left side. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. On the move, he fires. Working on the right. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. And the Huskies want to move quickly.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got.
Unleashes one deep. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, running back on the move. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Here's the handoff. Can't get him to the ground.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Tight end now in motion. They'll try the run. He breaks the tackle. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
They're going to ride this running back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, running back gets to give. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. they'll try to run for it. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The Wolverines decide to punt it away. The last time they punted it went back for 6. They boot it away on 4th down. And just a spectacular punt. It'll go out of bounds inside the 5-yard line and really put this offense in a hole. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front. I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Just going to keep it after the snap. Hard running there. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Pulls it in. It's Bean. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. And still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the 1st down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 45. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. And the Huskies are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Going over the top. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Unleashes to the end zone. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation.